DeWitt, Superintendent of Public Works, and it's a government municipality. The city manager and my director wanted to have a camera system on our sanitation vehicles. So they were looking at something where the residents, if they needed to see where, having a map out there on the city's website so residents could see if the garbage truck has come through, if they've missed it, just easy access for the residents also. I had done business with GPS Insight in the past when I was in Galveston. GPS Insight offered more than what the other company could offer. We can get not only, where we can track the vehicles and what they're doing, we can have the mapping system. We can also have safety, things, because with the camera system that's in there, it'll notify us if there's a safety concern. So there were just a lot of other little things that were in there that just made it more of what we wanted. In Galveston, we had the system pretty much throughout all the divisions, with the exception of police and fire. We got a complaint one time that one of our street sweepers had damaged a vehicle that was parked on the side of the road, that it had swept rocks up and busted the windshield. We were able to pull up on GPS Insight, and because of the system we had in there, we could show that, the broom was up on the vehicle. The broom wasn't even down when it went past this particular house. So it did help us a few times, disprove some things. Right after Harvey, because of FEMA guidelines and stuff, we had to be able to prove certain mileage that was on vehicles. So we were able to run mileage reports. We had several different sites there in Galveston, and sometimes workers would drop a vehicle off at a site and forget to tell their boss, and then the boss would call and go, "Where's this truck at?" So we used it for a lot of different things. So some of it was kind of silly like that, but some of it was it was very useful. You can set up your landmarks, and which we used. We had a lot of landmarks set up, or I did anyway. Somebody's complaining that we were always missing their garbage, and so I could set a landmark up by that particular home, and I could verify when the trucks were actually there. One of the differences here, we're going to have the cameras in all the vehicles, so it's going to be a little different, and we'll be utilizing the system a little differently here. Because again, like I said, we're going to have the mapping on the website. And I was talking with David, and he actually had this idea, because we have different aspects to our service. And so probably going to have several maps on our website. One's going to be for residential, one's going to be for commercial, because we also service our commercial businesses. And we'll have one for our heavy trash and one for recycling. If residents are curious to see if they've missed a truck or maybe where the truck is at, they'll be able to easily go on the website and be able to track that. Lake Jackson has a limit as to how much garbage they will pick up, and anything over this certain limit, the resident is responsible for. And so we, again, supervisors are out there and looking for these oversized piles. With the camera system, the drivers, when they hit them, they can just take a picture. And so we know, okay, we got to go here. We got to go here. There's none of this wasting time and gas driving around town. Also, and again, if somebody calls and says, "Hey, you missed my trash." Well, that's great. We've got video now, and we don't have to do anything other than just pull up the video, and we can send it, to the resident and say, "Hey, no, we didn't miss it. It wasn't out." So no, I mean, we're looking at some cost savings, and not just cost savings, but just time savings. Because we spend. I'm going to say that the whole morning is just dealing with this kind of stuff, and there's much better things that staff could be doing other than tracking these items down. The most useful benefit or feature is going to be the fact that my boss can actually pull up the information from her own desktop. If she wants to track a vehicle, or if she wants to know if we put somebody's trash, she can actually do that from her desktop. So this will be a lot faster and a lot quicker. It's a good company. People are very easy to work with. One of the things that I particularly like about them is I've dealt, David Pope, of course, is the rep, and David has always been very good. I'll have some stupid idea and I'll be talking to him about it. And I'm thinking, he's gonna laugh at me. And then, but he'll come back and he's like, you know what, we can do that. And we do it here. And this is how we do it, so he can either improve on it or help me figure out a way to get it done. So that's one of the things that I like so much about the company. And the company is always quick to respond. Anytime, I've dealt with GPS for a number of years, and they have always been very quick to respond or get the equipment that we needed. It's a good company. Really enjoy working with them.